this is Tim from the Marketing Roundtable. Today we're here to talk about dealing with parents. I got to tell you guys, this is a little bit of a loaded subject because it's sort of like a love-hate thing. We love great, helpful band parents. They really make everything we do possible. But you also have to start to wrangle them. I mean, they can really get out of hand. They can be difficult. Of course, they get emotional because their students involved. So it's touchy talking about dealing with parents. But we're going to give you some tips that I think you'll find valuable.
So the parents can be your best friends and your worst enemies. And you want to make sure that you establish a key relationship from the very beginning, that you're the director, you're the staff member in charge, and make sure that they understand that. They're not, but also use them to your advantage. Like, make sure if you need something, they're willing to help. You just have to ask them.
They want to help. Yeah, they do. Sometimes they want to help more than they should.
Yes.
Right. And, like I mentioned Wayne Markworth in an earlier segment. Wayne has this thing he calls the line in the sand. And he says he makes sure every year he explains to the parents, this is where I make the decisions, and these are things that you can, especially with band booster parents and officers. He's like, this is stuff that you deal with, and this is stuff you don't deal with. If it has to do with the show and the implementation of the show, decisions about the show, or teaching the show, or the music, that's my world. So having that clear separation.
Yeah, definitely.
The parents can be your biggest advocates, though. Especially in an age where sometimes we're looking at the scary prospects of, budgets being cut. Sometimes all it takes is that passionate group of parents to go into a school board meeting. Yeah. So that's another example of using them that's terrible, using them, but they're the taxpayer in that district. It's their child that's being affected. And so going back to engaging them from the very beginning, transparency and honesty. Yeah. And communication. We communicate regularly through email or in person with our parents. We have meetings, at least a couple meetings. They have their own meetings, and I had meetings with them. So, you need them on board with you. And so we can't do it without them.
Yeah. And a key thing is, for directors, we don't survive without our parents, without the booster organization. Or
we can't do what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank them. Sometimes you forget it because you're so busy focusing on survive and advance, as I like to say. You have to forget that those parents are sacrificing time away from their kids.
Building props, throwing flags.
Yeah, and you want to make sure you thank them, whether it's just at a concert as a shout out, or even if it's just providing. Maybe you buy them some hot dogs and hamburgers and cook them. Have a cookout for them. Just give them something to thank.
Every year at our annual marching band competition, we actually induct a Band Boosters Hall of Fame recipient. So we don't. That's the only big award we give, and it's just a little plaque, and it's really lovely. But I think it means a lot to those parents.
Well, let's see what the experts have to say about dealing with parents.
Your parents are your best friends, or they are your worst enemies. Get them on your side, treat them with respect, give them specific jobs that you need help with, and be very clear and thankful for the work that they do.
Anticipating situations before they happen and staying in constant communication with them. I find that with one of my groups, if I post the schedule a week beforehand, it takes away that anxiety of what time do you have to be there Friday? What time? Well, I have to get you a ride, and then your brother has to be at sports and this and that. And trying to, if you're organized and you keep that, you stay one step ahead of, and you make sure that they know exactly where their child needs to be at what time they're going to be performing approximately, and what time they're going to be back. It usually ends up being successful.
Okay, so the thing I would tell you is just make sure that you are engaging with them. I think sometimes band directors are in their little office back in the tucked away. And the thing is, go out there when they're picking up their kids and say hello, or if they come to your class, go out there and engage and get to know them. They are putting their students in your care and letting you spend a lot of time with them and teach them. So get to know them. That will really cut down a lot of problems you have, because a lot of times if they already trust you and they like you and that you've engaged with them already, then they're more likely to give you the benefit of the doubt, or at least have a productive, positive conversation.
So we'd like to say thank you to all the parents out there.
Yeah, thank you so much for making it all possible, for all that you do, and good luck everybody in dealing with them and positively.